They were going to Libya to mediate. And they were told by NATO to go back. African presidents on an African mission over African soil were ordered by NATO to go back. That NATO has not allowed them to land in Libya.
Welcome to Africa Reacts. I'm your host, Mikey Mushi, and this is a show where we go online and react to online videos that are concerning the African continent. Today's video is very special because we've been looking for this video for almost 10 years, and I don't know who's been hiding it, but it's a very important video, and it has to do with how Muammar Ghaddafi got assassinated by NATO. Okay, this video has been hidden. It's been you can't find it anywhere. But suddenly, a YouTube channel called UG Files, suddenly it popped up, and everybody's going crazy about this video. Okay, so we will react to it, and afterwards we discuss it. Believe me when I say it's an important video, and we've been looking for this video for a very long time. You have to watch it with us. Okay. So before we continue, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, especially the liking part, because it's the best way that YouTube will share this video. Okay, it's for the algorithm. It will share it to as many people as you can. And for this video, it's really important that everybody watches it, especially right now what is going on with NATO. Okay.
Now, when this problem of Libya started, the African Union, with our chairman, who is here now, this gentleman here, they formed a committee of a few of us. I think we were 6. I was one of them. The whole of the African Union gave that committee a mandate to look for a solution for the Libyan problem. Now, on one occasion, I didn't go that time. These excellencies, this one here, Jacob Zuma, and the others, I was not there, but my minister was among them. They entered a plane in Nouakchott, in his place. They were going to Libya to mediate. And they were told by NATO to go back. Yes. Said, you go back. Yes, he's here. If I'm telling you lies, I'm not the one who invited him, you're the one who invited him. African presidents on an African mission over African soil were ordered by NATO to go back. That NATO has not allowed them to land in Libya. Now, we call this in Swahili, dharau, contempt. This is contempt. So now you can weigh yourselves now. Your presidents were ordered by NATO. 6 of them, not one. If it was only 7, maybe you could say. Six excellencies, African excellencies, were ordered, go back. Over Africa. Now, these fellows didn't listen to us. They continued. They killed Ghaddafi. Now Libya is in tatters. Up to today. And the problem did not only end in Libya, it went into Mali, it has gone now into Chad. The whole area is in flames. Egypt, yes. So now you see where you are. You were weak. Because of your weakness, you are colonized. Fortunately, we survived. And by a combination of factors, we got our freedom again. But we did not use our freedom to make ourselves stronger. We remained where we were. And now, the former colonialists are coming back to continue where they had left off.
So there we have it. Before we get into the reaction, first I'd like to give a big shout out to UG Files. I don't know, man, how you got this footage, because we've been trying to get this footage for a very long time. There are forces at play that have been trying to suppress this speech by Museveni during his Pan-African Parliament speech in 2014, and we have it. And you've heard for yourself why they don't want anybody to hear this speech. Okay, so let's get into the reaction. I have to say very little because Uganda's president just says it. There were 6 African presidents. They went in to try to stop the violence, the protests that were happening in Libya, so that they could diplomatically solve the issue. But NATO wanted something else. NATO wanted to assassinate Muammar Ghaddafi, right? Libya's president, right? Because of personal things they had to do with him. It was more of a power play, right? Gaddafi has been a thorn in their back for a very long time, and it was their only chance. So Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, with the help of NATO, surpassed UN's authority, entered Libya illegally, started bombing the people of Libya illegally, and eventually they got what they wanted. They used the people of Libya to kill Muammar Gaddafi, the same way NATO is using the people of Ukraine to kill Russians, and Russians to kill Ukrainians, right? NATO is at play, right? They are the puppet masters. They're using other people's lives. Like the infamous warmongering US Senator Lindsey Graham said, "We will fight Russia till the last Ukrainian," right? Think about it. And also, he was also quoted saying, US donations to Ukraine is the best money the United States has ever used to kill Russians, right? Best money for killing Russians, right? So you can see what NATO's goal is. NATO uses other people to achieve their goals. These proxy wars all over the world, they all have its agenda. So Libya got destroyed. 6 African presidents were told like children, "Hey, boys, sit down. What are you doing in Africa? What do you think you are in Africa?" 6 African presidents coming to help an African conflict. What are you, crazy, right? So they were told, sit down. There's nothing you're doing. And they listened, because Africa doesn't have an answer to NATO right now. Russia has an answer to NATO. Nuclear weapons, power. China has an answer to NATO. Nuclear powers, power, economic might, right? So NATO fears those people. That's why it's doing what it's doing right now. But for Africa, we are still puppets to them. As the Ugandan president said in his speech, Africa gained independence. We were happy being free. We forgot to make ourselves powerful. Like, think about it. Like, we've had so many years to make ourselves strong so that we're not colonized again. Because whatever he's saying is happening. That speech was in 2014. Right now, it's almost 10 years. It's almost 2024. And right now, Libya is still in tatters, right? All the Mediterranean immigration problems, all the Mediterranean drownings. Recently, 700 migrants drowned in the Mediterranean. All this is because of the destruction of Libya. All the terrorism, insurgency problems in the Sahel that you see, UN peacekeepers coming, you see the French military coming into the continent. It's all because of the destruction of Libya. Libya was among the strongest economic African countries, right? It was among the top 5. So it was either Libya, South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, like the big boys, right? So when that power was taken, the whole region collapsed, right? The whole migrants started easily flowing through these people, these criminals, smugglers, right? The smugglers started bringing in people. The slavery started coming up again in Libya, right? So all this was just that NATO wanted to destroy one man, and they destroyed a continent in the process. And I guess it's par for the course for them, right? For them, it's the betterment of the West. They don't care about Africa. They don't care about Asia. They don't care about Europe, right? It's just the NATO partners and them. So Again, please, we will put the instructions of how you can watch this full video in our UG Files YouTube channel. Big up, man, for getting this video. It's important. It's split up in 2 points. We'll all put them in the descriptions below, right? Yeah, so I urge you, listen to this speech. Listen to what this guy is saying, right? He's not the most popular African president, but just listen to what he's saying. He said this almost 10 years ago. And look at Libya right now, right? Civil war, death. Almost 1 million people have died so far from all the civil war, from all the unrest, from all the migrants dying on the Mediterranean, all the slave trade and violence happening in Libya. Almost, I'm sure, 1 million people right now have died just because of NATO. NATO is doing the same thing in Ukraine, right? So for now, because it's a European thing, we'll let NATO do NATO, right? But for now, Africa, we need a solution on how to handle NATO, how to stand up to NATO. How can you do it? What power do we have, right? We're so happy that we got freedom. We forgot to make ourselves powerful. We forgot to make ourselves strong, right? So I'll leave it up to you guys. Let's discuss below if you have any suggestions on how Africa can rise and stand up to the likes of NATO, stand up to the likes of Russia, stand up to the likes of China, stand up to the likes of India, right? Become an economic power, become a military power that people respect and they don't interfere in our business. So that has been our Africa Reacts. Today's video is very special, so please make sure to watch this video. Make sure to share it with as many people as you want, because there are people who really don't want you to see this video, and we've brought you here. We will try to share it in all our other platforms just in case it's taken down or it's taken down from UG Files. You know, you never know who controls these platforms, okay? So this has been Mikey Mushe from Tunacheki. Please, before I go, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit on notification bell. It helps us share this video to friends and family and share the message of Africa, okay? And always remember, Africa is watching.